Okay, so this is a wizard battle. Just tell me you washed that shirt.
Nope.
Okay.
I just let it collect and collect and collect like your funk and smell, because what I'm going to do is sell it on eBay.
That is revolting, but you'll probably get a lot of money.
There.
Yeah, so let me make a gif of that. We already had one of his dancing butt, like, right here dancing, and, like, the family going, yay! And me going... So, yeah, that'll be the new one, just you going like that. It won't be as good because it doesn't have as much Jason butt, but... I said butt.
Trying to be like...
There you go. Much better. Shit, that is gonna be a gif. Okay, regardless, this is Wizard Battle. As soon as I saw that title, I'm like, yeah! Like, I got really excited for that title, and it's good, and I love the setup. The setup is that Finn and Jake are in this, they're in this arena where there's gonna be this big wizard battle, which is probably the saddest thing, because it's this big, again, just adding more to, like, sort of the apocalypse thing, because there's, like, it's all empty except for, like, a few teddy bears and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, that was some kids. Great. You know, it's like, it becomes more and more depressing when you realize what most likely happened.
We're watching a concert, yay! Bomb goes off, all that's left is just a teddy bear.
That's... How'd the teddy bear survive? And you know what? I guess we'll
Duck
find
and
out,
cover.
won't we?
Duck and cover.
Smart teddy bear. Who would have known that actually would
Or
work?
turn and push.
Yes. We'll get to that in a second, too. So you got, they're in this stadium, there's all these wizards coming in, they're gonna do a wizard battle, and the Ice King is in there, and he's gonna cheat because he's gonna use a weapon, you can't use weapons, and the winner gets a kiss from Princess Bubblegum, which seems really not fair, seeing how there's, like, clearly women wizards, too. Which, I mean, they could be lesbos, who knows, but at the same time, it's like, that's really not fair. What if you're a straight woman and you're doing that?
They wanted to leave, and what did he say? He said no one leaves, but that means they also don't win. They get turned into cats.
So, yeah, and then there's one wizard who is, like, doesn't want to kiss her. Like, angrily does not want to kiss her. What was it again? He was like, turn and push. Turn and push.
Abracadaniel.
Abracadaniel. How could I forget that name? It's a great name. And Finn goes in disguised as a wizard to protect people's lips from Ice King's lips. Just not really that big a sacrifice, really. I mean, it's not like that big a diehard thing to fight for. But he makes a deal.
I disagree completely.
Well, they're not going out.
Doesn't matter. Would I want anyone to kiss, my even before we were together?
Yeah, but were you...
I would fight for those lips.
Even if you weren't dating at that point.
Yeah, especially from some feeble, crusty white man.
But that's, like, stalker-ish. You ask the person before... He has no claim, owner, sharing, partnership with her.
So, but you can still fight to keep them away from it.
But if he won... Okay, he didn't win fair and square. He should have outed him. He should have outed him as the cheater. That's what he should have done.
That's basically what he did in the end.
Okay, but he wants the kiss too, also, which is this. I'm sorry, this relationship still seems kind of stupid because I'm not talking even about like the Marceline thing. I'm talking about she grows up and she's like, "Oh, I'm just pushing you away now." It's like I don't get that. They kind of explain it. I don't know, but anyway. Okay, so we'll get to that in a second. So they have this wizard battle, which is kind of cool when you see it, and there's a lot of neat things going on.
A lot of old wizards return.
Yeah, some of which we saw, but what was that green one, the forest wizard?
The forest wizard,
yeah.
the naked one. I'm naked!
Yeah, so it's like...
And the frog.
Oh, I didn't even see the frog.
Yeah, he was there, so...
Oh, that's cool.
Some characters didn't appear.
It was cool when you actually did see them kind of fight, but for the most part it's focusing on, like, the Ice King cheating and Finn getting in, strike up the deal with the other wizard, and in the end, they kind of win, and...
With the power shriek.
Yes, the power shriek, which is like the most controversial of magic spells or whatever.
It's the most pathetic.
Oh, is that what he said? The most pathetic?
It wasn't pathetic, but it was the most, what was it? It was like, yeah, I think it was pathetic.
It's like hitting a guy to the crotch or something like that.
Yeah, pretty
it's like
much.
Just, yeah, you'd win right away, but low blow.
Yeah.
So he wins, and then he's revealed that he was you know, the wizard the whole time. He's not a wizard, so he gets the kiss, but then also slap, which is pretty funny. And, yeah, it kind of just ends there. And I was kind of hoping for, like, you know, because this grand wizard, the Maurice LaMarche, cat thing, whatever that was, you know, seems to like to turn people into cats very randomly. Yeah, I sort of thought, like, when he was revealed to be a cheater, I was like, okay, everyone, meet up next year. I thought, like, it was going to lead to, like, a big climax where he's like, no, he has to be punished, and he was going to, like, zap him and do all this, there'd be, like, a big thing, but no, they just sort of shrug, and that's it. And,
Well, don't forget Ice King and his glasses.
yeah, that's the glue that brought everything together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
And his dirt glasses.
Okay, what are the dirt glasses?
Wait till people comment, and maybe we'll actually see if anyone knows.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw you bring that up to Bree. What she's doing.
Yeah, actually, will you go get it for me?
Yes!
Make it fast.
Wait, what is she getting?
Don't worry, go on.
Oh, okay. I won't worry and go on. So, it was alright. I was really hoping for, especially for something called friggin' Wizard Battle, I was really hoping for something, oh, wow.
I can barely see. Ah.
Is this actually from the show, or they just happen to look?
No, these are dirt glasses. So on a scale from 1 to 10,
Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, okay. They
Am
fit
I-
her head much better than you. They don't even cover your
am I
eyes.
Siak? Go on.
Does it make me look siak? But so like when the wizards were battling, like that was kind of fun. But it's like, man, I really wanted to see more of that. This is one of those episodes where literally you could just do the setup, just show the wizards fighting, and then just stop, and I'd be totally satisfied. But you only get like a little bit, and I know they need a story and everything, but I don't know, it wasn't even like that much of a story. It's another like, oh look, they kissed, but she's still kind of a bitch towards him, so whatever. And it's like, I don't know, it's like Wizard Battle! Wizard Battle! That could be huge! And it's like, and the idea is cool, it's just, I don't know. I felt it didn't take full advantage of what you could do with that setup, or at least didn't focus on the right part that you could take full advantage of. Speak, you Siak thing. Dirk glasses turn you into a cat.
No, I just like all the cats in the episode.
It was
Why
pretty
is he not
strange.
noticing this?
Yes, there are cats. Oh yeah, that's right. No, actually, that's one thing that did remind me of though is that, I mean, it's always true in these episodes, but like I notice even more in this one. Like, yeah, why is he noticing this? And he's playing with the cat. The cat at first is like this little thing walking around on his crown, and it's such a little detail. And there's even a scene where, like, when they're about to start, like, Bubblegum's up there, it's like, you get a kiss from Princess Bubblegum. She's going like this, which is really funny, but then, like, when it backs off, like, maybe a minute or two later, you see the blimp, and she's still doing that. And let me tell you, in animation, I mean, you kind of have to be told to do that. You can't just be like, oh, it'd be funny if I just improvise this. No, a lot of times you have to sort of run it by people and stuff, because it's not like just a little improv. You have to draw every frame, and it's like, no, we didn't want that. That's a lot of money wasted. So I'm wondering how much of it, like, the director looks at and says, yes, put this in. These are really important details. Or if animators come up and be like, hey, I just thought in this shot, would we need this going on? And the director just sort of shrugs, yeah, sure, that's a great idea. That'd be my guess, the second option. That happens a lot, because, dude, there's so many little details like that. Like I said, just the little cat on the helmet, and just her still doing that on the screen and stuff. I mean, it's like those details really add up, and I think that's part of the charm of the show.
Yes.
Your turn.
No, I liked it. It was fun. I just find it funny going back a few episodes to Finn. Ones are for wimps. But then this episode, he's all about the wizard battle.
Yeah, that's true.
It kind of depends on what mood he's in. Either he's kind of thinks wizards are pathetic, or he wants to be a wizard really bad, or
Well, yeah, I think it's part
kind
of
of up and down like a kid.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's very much like a kid, and I think there's a lot of times where people try to use the kid argument, like, well, they're a kid, it's just an excuse. And no, there is a mindset to kids, you know, there is a way that it's not totally sporadic. It is emotional, it does change, but it's kind of what benefits them at the moment mixed with what their background and their environment is like.
Being a parent, we realize, not me and you, being a parent, I realize exactly how up and down a child can be with taste and interests.
Well, yeah, hell,
I love
there's
this. I'm done with that. I love this. I'm done with that. I love this. I'm done with that.
Yeah, my folks would tell you the same thing. I guess I had like a new fad like every week, except for Turtles that lasted like a friggin' eternity.
Yeah.
And the only other thing I can think of before I finally say, okay, I'm done, is the Abracadaniel. I like the way they show how he struggles with his magic. And I just thought it was a very creative way of doing it. Just with the rainbow's kind of shaking and stuff. I don't know, because most of the time it's usually just like a wizard or fairy, something like pointing, or a witch's hand. They can't like quite get it, and they just go,
There's a little
and something
sparks or something.
yeah, either a spark or something can kind of be there and then disappear. So I just really you could sort of really feel him stretching that out.
Well, I like when the guy did the meteor attack, and Abracadaniel's like, Abracadaniel, and the rainbow comes out and does nothing. Then he gets crushed, and he's like, my body's squishy. That's how I survived.
I thought maybe that was going to come back later, the fact that he was squishy, but nope, just, I can survive that. So
I liked it. I thought it was fun.
It was okay. I just, for the title and for the setup, I sort of thought there'd be a lot more, but, is what it is. And meow. That's really all you can say.
Don't drop the dirk-a-dirk.
A man in a Jake shirt wearing dirk glasses, meowing, saying, don't drop the dirky dirk. That's all I can say about that.
Well, aren't you going to tell them a little something about the next episode, since you know what it is, and everyone's
Yeah,
all
okay.
like, ah!
Okay, yeah, so this is one of the few where
You
it's
do
like...
the segue this time.
Okay, I'll do the segue, because it's the only episode, I've never seen it, but I know what it is, and everyone goes nuts about it, and they've, like, already been talking about, like, it's coming up! And that's Fiona and Cake, and I know... I don't know if there's gonna be, like, a segue from this episode or not, but I just know it's one where, like, Finn's a girl, I think Jake's a girl, I know he's definitely a cat, and, like, all the roles are reversed, gender-wise at least. I know this because I've seen like a million of these cosplays, which you kind of see anyway. You've seen people switch it around. I'm just sort of like, oh, well, that's just what a crossplay or whatever. That's just a crossplay. And they're like, no, there's an episode. And I'm almost wondering, because these people clearly must have gone to conventions or know about conventions, is that if they did that intentionally, you know, to sort of set this up so that, you know, girls can dress as Finn and vice versa, or if they maybe saw it at a convention and said, it's not a bad idea, maybe we should do that. So actually the origin of this episode I would be curious of, and I haven't even seen the episode yet. That's how built up it is.
Yeah. He's gonna hate it.
Probably.